Hello everyone, Olga Huerta here at your agency in Sanger, Olga Huerta Insurance Agency. Just stopping by to say hello, happy Friday, and just to give you a rundown of the products we have here in the office. We welcome your business, whether it's your auto, home, health, life. We have all those products available for you. We have notary public services and many other services available for you and your family, friends, and everyone that you may want to refer over. I just want to make sure that you know that having just a policy isn't good enough. You have to have certain limits, making sure that they will produce or work for you, really, the way you need them and expect them to do so at the time you need them. So those little numbers that you have on the policy, I know sometimes we go in, we sign the application, we really don't ask a lot of questions. We think, we rely on the fact that our agent is going to take care of us, and a lot of times, sad to say, but it's we tell them, I'm trying to economize, and they try to give you the cheapest price, thinking they're helping you, but really they're not helping you because they're exposing you to liability that really you shouldn't have to have when something happens. And so you need to make sure that you have all the information, you make all the questions necessary so that when you have an incident, you have the right information, you know what to expect, and what's going to be the outcome at the end of that claim. So, should you have a fire? Does your policy cover the cleanup? Does it cover vandalism? Does it cover just the fire? Um, does it take care of you as far as having to be relocated while you're having that damage repaired? All those little details matter. You don't want to have the incident and then find out that you don't have certain coverages because you were given the best price, not necessarily the best policy. So here at my agency, we take the time to look at all that you need and provide you with the best advice possible, the choices that you can, review, and then of course at the end you make the decision. And I know a lot of us, we all have to be careful with our budget, but budget can be adjusted in many ways. Maybe you need to not go out so much, or maybe only go to the movies once a month instead of every weekend, or make adjustments somewhere else where it doesn't really count or matter. Because where it counts and matters is your home policy, your auto policy, your health policy, and of course the most important policy is your life policy. So it's really sad to see people on the corner with their little sign, help me bury my mom, or help bury my son, my daughter, because we didn't take the time to think of the things that really are needed, that are necessary, that are a must. This is not by choice, it's something that you need to have. We all have a lifespan. We start one day and we will end one day. So we need to make sure that we're prepared for that day, even if it takes 30, 40, 60, 100 years. It doesn't matter. You need to be prepared. It is so, so important. So here we have many companies that we can provide you quotes with, whether it's a fixed annuity, a life policy that is permanent, or a life policy that is a term policy, whether it's for you, your daughter, your son, your husband, your wife. Um, if you are past, if you're 40 to 90 years old, you can also get a final expenses policy. It's still a whole life. It's just a smaller amount type of policy. Plus, it needs no physical. You just need to disclose the medications you're taking, and it's auto issue. So it takes maybe a day or two, and it's approved. You start it up, that same amount that it costs you today, it will cost you the same until you die. So, or if you live to 100 years old, you get refunded all the premiums you paid plus 10%. So it is a win-win situation with that type of policy. In a lot of places, they sell you a policy and you pay, and you get nothing for it. Um, or you get a term policy for somebody who really should have had a whole life policy, and it comes to the term, it's time to renew it, and the renewal is 2 or 3 times the rate. I've seen policies where they have a special rate for you to start it, and then at 15 years, it goes like 400% in increasing in the premium. So you have to pay attention to the details. You have to make the questions, and of course, try to find somebody who is going to guide you honestly and truthfully. And so I hope you choose my office. I really do want your business, and I want to be part of your planning for your family, for taking care of the needs of you and your family, not just for your car or your house. I want to be part of your health policy, your life policy, which is the most important thing that you must have every day. I think, what would have been of me had I not had a policy in 2015 when I had a surgery that resulted in 5 strokes? So had I not had a policy to take care of that, my family would have gone through a real big hardship, because me not being able to work for a little while sure put a pinch on the finances. So think about it. This is not about selling you a policy. This is something about that. I already lived it. I already know what can happen to somebody who doesn't have a policy. I was very fortunate that somebody gave me information and that I chose. I took the initiative to say, yes, I want that policy. Because had I not had that, it would have been a real sorry situation for me and my family. So please, from my heart to yours, I really do urge you, stop and think about it. Think of the family you have, the family you're responsible for, that they shouldn't go without because you decided to not take the initiative of having that life policy. So I leave you with that. I hope you stop by the office. Let's talk about the options you have to set up a policy for you and your family members. So give me a call, 559-399-3619, or stop by the office, 1533 7th Street in Sanger, office number 408. We're just next door to the parking lot to Bank of America. See you soon. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourself and be safe.